Like, the whole situation was a red flag. You've seen this how the video. Your girl is back again with another story time. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say anything because you know what's up. I know what's up. We know what's up. And that's on what? That's on what? That's on period and very head of the lamb. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about a business deal that went bad. But before we get into this video, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Like, let's just... Y'all see the hair. I know y'all gonna be asking about my hair. So shout out to Love Me Hair for sponsoring today's video. They sent me this bomb glueless wig, y'all. So while I'm telling the story time, I'm gonna be showing y'all how I got this look, and all the details on this hair is gonna be listed down below. Y'all, I don't even know who I am. Y'all probably clicked on this video like, is this Asia? Or is this her twin sister? Because they got me looking like a whole new woman. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Let me go ahead and show y'all how the wig came. This is a very beginner friendly wig. I already knew that this wig was going to eat before I even opened the box, because y'all, look how the box came packaged. It was giving luxe. This is a pre-everything wig. It's pre-cut, pre-plucked, pre-bleach. Y'all, anything you can think of that you need to customize a wig, it was already done for you. The density was very high on this wig, and it's glueless. So if you don't know how to use glue or do anything with hair, they got you. This was literally like a 5-minute install. Look at the lace. Y'all see me take it right out the pack, and look at the lace. It's already parted for you. It's free parting. It's silky straight. It also comes with an adjustable band in the back because it's glueless. And on top of all of that, on top of it being a ready to go wig, it's a real good price. You don't have to compromise quality with price when it comes to Love Me Hair. If you guys are interested in this exact unit, this is their pre-max wigs. It's a 13x4 frontal wig, pre-plucked, 28 inches and 150 density. If you guys are interested in purchasing this wig, I will link it down below. And also make sure y'all use my code Asia to get 20% off. And remember, you do not need to be a professional to get this look. You just need a good wig. So make sure y'all go grab you one. So without further ado, girl, let's go ahead and get into this story time. So this story time is about the time my friend set me up on a terrible first date, y'all. Even me just thinking about doing this story got me mad all over again. So boom, y'all already know in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. Of course, this story took place back when I attended FAMU. I don't know what it was, but in college, I was God's strongest soldier. I just kept getting hit after hit after hit. I had literally just quit Chick-fil-A like 3 days prior to this. I was tired. If you was A1 here, I told y'all how three out of like 5 of my managers tried to fight me. It's just like, I was fed up, y'all. I was supposed to wait until I needed to transfer to my new job, but I think that was the same week where my manager tried to fight me. And it's just like, go fight somebody cute. I was done dealing with them Ninja Turtle with bundle looking hoes. Like, I was just done. So I had quit Chick-fil-A, and I don't want to say I was broke, y'all, but I was going through it. You know, we all millionaires. The check just ain't clear yet. So that's what I was going through. Like, I ain't really have money like that, but the money was coming because I had a new job lined up. But me and my manager had gotten into it this week, and I just had to quit. Like, I couldn't, like, go pick on somebody else, fight somebody else that got your face. Like, I just couldn't do it, y'all. So I had quit Chick-fil-A at this time, and I knew I should have just dealt with all the BS because I needed them $7.25 at the time. But y'all, like I said, I was fed up, and they was also trying to get me fired, and I didn't want that on my resume. So I went ahead and quit. And another reason why I stayed at Chick-fil-A for so long was because of all the free perks, y'all. I got free food. That was the main perk. It wasn't the pay. It wasn't my Ninja Turtle looking managers. It was none of that. It was literally the food. We had tropical smoothie, Wingstop, presidential dining. I think y'all. FAMU, they got good food. Fried chicken Wednesday. Fish fry Thursday. Wait, y'all, we had so many good places to eat. So that was another reason why I stayed. It honestly wasn't for the $7.25 they gave me an hour. It was the perks for the free food. And at this time, a lot of people would work at Chick-fil-A and then they would quit, but they would quit on good terms, but they would still come up to Chick-fil-A and get free food because they had connections with the managers. And I did that too, y'all. I had this one manager, which I told y'all, that's another story time for another day, but I told y'all I ended up getting him fired. And he had it before I got him fired, y'all. He liked me or whatever. So I used to always go up to Chick-fil-A and I would get free food. And one of my Ninja Turtle managers, she would come up there and be like, Asia, what you want? You don't work here no more. You don't work here no more. Why you coming up here for food? You don't work here no more. What's crazy, y'all, when she's not working, when you're not on the clock, you're not supposed to be getting free food. You have to be in uniform to get free food. But she wouldn't be on the clock and she would literally be getting free food. But anytime I came up there to go get my free meals, she would always have a problem with it. So at that time, I had fell back from going to Chick-fil-A and I had fell back from just eating on campus altogether, y'all, just simply because she was snitching. Like one time I had got caught in uniform, although I did not work at Chick-fil-A. I think I was in presidential dining and I had quit Chick-fil-A, and I think one of her homegirls seen me in my Chick-fil-A uniform, and I almost got in trouble because that was against the policy. Like I was supposed to turn in my uniform and everything when I quit. But y'all, I didn't do that because I still needed to, eat. Your girl gotta eat. So a lot was going on at that time. So I wasn't really getting food on campus at that time. I was paying for all of my food out of pocket. But as I mentioned before, my pockets was out. Like it was no more out of pocket. Like the out of pocket, it was no money, y'all. So I'm pretty much struggling at this time. And I had this friend named Dice, and Dice was my homegirl. Like we was so tight. She was my roommate at one point, and I think she was like the third friend that I made at FAMU. Dice was also going through it at this time. She ain't never had no job, no shade. Or she did get a job like later, but by the time she got a job, me and her wasn't really hanging out like that anymore. But around this time, she ain't had no job. But we basically just used. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I'm really not trying to be petty, but I don't know why that just tickled my spirit. But anyway, y'all, Dice was my homegirl. We would be on the phone all the time, literally talking about nothing. Do y'all got that one homegirl where you can literally just go to her house and y'all could be bored and y'all don't have to be doing anything, but y'all could just be being bored together? Like that's your homegirl. Like it don't have to be spectacular. That's just your homegirl. The one y'all talk on the phone all the time. Like that was my Dice, y'all. Whoever that is for y'all, that's what Dice was to me. So literally like 3 days after I had quit my job, I'm on the phone with Dice, and literally we just listened to each other breathe and stomach growl. We didn't have nothing important to talk about, y'all. We literally on the phone talking about nothing, and y'all, Dice's stomach kept growling. Like I don't know what was going on, but I got fed up, y'all. Like on the fourth growl, I'm just like, girl, please go get something to eat, because it sounded like you locked up in a zoo. Like y'all, her stomach was so loud. So I said, girl, go get something to eat. And she was just like, I'm looking for food now. And I bust out laughing, y'all. And I'm like, girl, please get off Snapchat and stop begging. And she just like, Asia, shut the hell up. And y'all, I was dying laughing at this time, simply because Dice was one of those girls that would be dry begging. Like she would post on Snapchat, who gonna feed me today? Like who gonna feed me today? Who gonna buy me lunch today? Who gonna buy me dinner today? And I used to always get secondhand embarrassment when she used to do that, because y'all know ninjas be weird, but she didn't care. Like Dice was that type of girl that whatever she did it with her chest. Like she didn't care. She wasn't embarrassed. She would just be posting like on Facebook, on Snapchat, who gonna feed me today? Who got gas money? Like that's literally how she would talk. And I would always tease her about it, because it's just like, girl, why you on them people app begging? Why you asking man, can they buy you lunch, breakfast, and dinner? Like, they gonna be asking for you to be dessert. Like why you doing that? But again, y'all, my girl ain't had no shame. So she did that or whatever, and we end up getting off the phone because she said she was going to look for her something to eat, and I'm literally just dying laughing, y'all. So she hangs up. About 10 minutes later, she calls me back. Oh, no, she texts me, and she's just like, Asia, I'm about to go to Longhorn. Like, I am about to go to Longhorn. And I'm like, with who? Chopped Cheese? We gonna call this man Chopped Cheese, y'all, only because she used to talk to this guy that worked at Longhorn. I don't know if he was the manager or if he was just a chef that worked there, but all I recall is he would always come through and get us food, y'all. And he knew he was the food guy. Like, to be honest, I think she had this man name saved in her phone as like a cheeseburger or something, because he knew that he was a food guy. Like anytime I would see him, he would be giving her some food. Mind you, me and Dice used to be roommates at one point, so that's another reason why we were so close, y'all. But at this time, we lived like 20 minutes away. Like, I don't know why I decided to move 20 minutes from FAMU without no car, but I did it. But anywho, y'all, I was just like, who you going a Longhorn with? Knowing it was the foodie guy. So we gonna call him Chopped Cheese just because he don't look like a chopped cheese, y'all. But all I'm gonna say is he knew he was the food guy, and I knew he was the food guy because he used to always call me, y'all. He would always call me Mrs. What did he say? Well done, y'all. Anytime he seen me, he would be like, how you doing, Miss Well Done? And this man would be so proud of me because this is before my taste buds had matured. Now your girl out here ordering medium well steak and I'm putting tomatoes on my sandwiches. Like, Chopped Cheese would be proud of me now, y'all. But at this time, I ain't do onions, y'all. I was a French fry and chicken tenders type of girl. Like, I didn't do none of that extra stuff. I was very peculiar about my food. So she's just like, yeah, if you want to come, go ahead and get ready now because he already on his way to come get me. And I know he like 10 minutes from me. So I'm like, all right. So she lived like 20 minutes from me, y'all. But at this time, I had this thing where I had to like have my eyebrows done. I used to not leave the house without filling my eyebrows in. So I literally looked like a homeless person. Like I spent the whole time getting ready, doing my eyebrows. And literally, I think I threw on pajamas. I look crazy, but y'all know when you cute in the face and you put on an outfit, people gonna call it fashion just because you pretty. So I didn't care. So Dice texted my phone and she just like, Asia, we outside. And the way she texted, y'all already knew, like from the tone of the text message, I can already tell that she was lit just by off the tone, which is crazy because that morning she was hungry and then she's basically drinking on an empty stomach, drinking or smoking on an empty stomach, y'all. So I already knew my homegirl was lit. So I go downstairs because at this time I lived in Avenue 29 for my folks that live in Tallahassee. So I get in the car and I instantly started coughing, y'all, because they are hot boxing in the car. All I see is smoke and I'm looking around like I'm in the freaking sky. Like I'm just looking around. But as soon as I actually shut the door, y'all, instantly I catch an attitude because Chopped Cheese got his homeboy in the back of the car beside me and Dice ain't tell me nothing. And I looked at crazy, y'all. And I couldn't even see if the homeboy was cute at the time just simply because, like I said, y'all, Casper was filling the car up. It was nothing but ghosts around. They had the car smoked the hell out. So I text her and I'm like, why you ain't tell me somebody was coming? And instead of her texting me back, why Dice turned around with her whole body, her whole chest, and she was like, friend, I didn't want you to be third wheeling. I didn't want you to third wheel. And I look at her and I'm like, really? Like, you couldn't just text me that, Dice? Like I can just tell that she was already tipsy, y'all, because she also tried to pass me the tree. And if you know me, you know I do not smoke. Like if I ever put a blunt or anything to my mouth, it was just because of peer pressure. But anybody that really know me, I don't smoke. So I told her, oh, baby, you don't have to worry about me third wheeling because I'm going to be the fourth wheel because he is not cute. But I text her this, y'all. So she texts me back talking about some LOL, laughing my A off with like 10 LOs, y'all. You don't think he cute? Question mark. And I'm like, no, he is not cute. Like this man is not cute or whatever. So we get to the Oyster Shack, y'all. This is a mad popular spot in Tallahassee. If you live in Tallahassee, let me know if that spot is still there. But anyway, we get out. I go in with Chopped Cheese. And when I get in there, homeboy, we're going to call Chopped Cheese friend. We're going to call him homeboy. He proceeds to tell me, he was just like, you can get whatever you want or whatever. And, you know, the menus are already on the table, y'all. So I'm just kind of looking crazy because I thought Chopped Cheese was paying for our food and he invited me out. Like, sir, I just found out that you were going to be here. But I didn't say anything, y'all. So, of course, I ordered me a dozen of oysters and I ordered me a chicken sandwich meal with a drink. And root beer used to be my jam, y'all. I will always drink root beer. So I ordered a root beer. And during this time, I don't know what it was. Root beer had me in a chokehold, y'all. Root beer didn't want to see me coming. So anyway, we're at the restaurant and it's a restaurant, but the vibe inside the restaurant is like loud music. It's basically like a lit bar, but also it's a restaurant, y'all. It's a bar in a restaurant. So finally the food comes out. Dice and I started eating our food like it was going to be our last meal before we met Jesus, y'all. When I say they saw how we was eating and they literally bust out laughing. And typically if I find a man attractive, I would not eat so fast. But y'all, I didn't care because his homeboy was not cute. So me and Dice, we eating all crazy, we eating all fast. And Chopped Cheese is just like, dang, you eating like you ain't eat all day, y'all. And I'm dying laughing even more because I'm literally trying to be like, she didn't. Like, I'm trying to get it out, but I can't even get it out because it's just like, bro, like, I was just dying laughing because, y'all, it was just the funniest thing. But anyway, we eating, we laughing, and it get real silent because Chopped Cheese and his friend, they start drinking too. Like, they start eating their food like they was on their last leg too, y'all. So we eating. And the friend homeboy is sitting beside me, y'all. Before I can even say anything, like before I can really pick up my say anything, the homeboy picks up my root beer and he puts his mouth on it, y'all. And he already got his mouth on me. So I look at him and I'm just like, that's my drink. But I don't say anything, y'all. I'm giving him the look like that's my drink. So he's like, my bad, and pushes it towards me. And I'm like, oh, you good. You know, you can have it. I'm going to just order me another one. He just like, I barely sipped it. I'm like, boy, I don't know where your lips been at. And he was just like on food. And he's like moving towards me. He's like cheesing, like, see my teeth clean. I brush my teeth. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. His teeth was nice. He had a nice set of teeth. This is before the veneers were popular. Like he was the smiles for the veneers. Okay. So I'm like, let me see or whatever. So he's cheesing all in my face. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, your teeth nice or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, like my mouth clean. So when the waiter comes back, y'all, I'm trying to order another root beer. Like I'm waving her down. And when she comes, the homeboy is just like, nah, she don't need that. And I'm like, ma'am, please give me a root beer. He like, nah, she don't need that. And the server, it was like a young girl. The girl is hella confused. So she's like, do you want it or you don't want it? He like, nah, she don't need that. And he pulls out his card like, she don't need that. And I look up at Chopped Cheese and I'm like, I thought you was paying for my food. And then he's like, not me. And then Dice, my homegirl, she looks at me and she was like, you not paying for my friend food? Chopped Cheese, you not paying for my friend food? And then Chop looks at me and he was like, bro, she got a whole man right there. And y'all, when he said that, I could have fell over because mind you, I just met his homeboy. And like I said, that homeboy is not cute. So I'm not third wheeling. I'm fourth wheeling. Like what? So I'm like, whoa, I just met him like 2 seconds ago. Like it's not that deep. I'm gonna pay for my own drink. And I did say it with an attitude looking back, y'all, but I wasn't even mad. Like I wasn't mad at all. But anyway, Dice is like, friend, she was like, friend, he playing with you. You know he gonna order your funky drink. Like, you know he gonna order your drink or whatever. And the server comes back or whatever. And he adds it to the tab. He ends up adding it to the tab, y'all. And I went to the bathroom like shortly after this. I don't know why homegirl kept passing us up, but the server just kept passing us up, y'all. I don't know why. I ended up going to the bathroom. And when I came back to the table, before I can like really sit down, y'all, my homegirl is just like, Asia, he put his mouth on your drink. And I'm just like, bro, what? She's just like, yeah, he put his mouth on your drink. And then he was like, bro, I don't got herpes or nothing. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, I don't got herpes. You can drink that. Like, you can drink that. And I'm just like, I said I would get my own drink. Like, why would you put your mouth on my drink? And I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. I did have an attitude at this point, and I was being like mad combative with him because it's just like, I barely took 2 sips of my first drink. You put your lips on it. It took the server like 20 minutes to bring this second drink, and you don't put your lips on that, and you wasn't gonna tell me until my homegirl told me. So I'm just like, bro, like, that's weird. Like, I don't care. Like, your teeth clean and everything, but you probably don't brush your tongue. Like, no, I'm not okay with this. So he starts getting out loud and stuff at the restaurant. Mind you, he had been smoking tree with them and hotboxing in the car. So they were like already, he probably wasn't even aware how loud he was, y'all. So he starts getting loud and he's just like, bruh, I don't got no herbs. I don't got no STDs. I don't got no chlamydia. I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing on my mouth. I don't got nothing. Like, and I'm just like, bro, that's cool. That is cool. He's like, I get checked faithfully. That's cool. I'm sure you do, but I don't want your lips on my drink. I do not know you. So at this point, y'all, the man pulls out his phone and he's just like, see, I don't know what I thought he was gonna show me, but I just thought he was gonna show me his Johnson. So I was just like, bro, no, I'm good. But y'all, I look over there. This man done pulled up his whole My Chart results. Whole My Chart results. And I'm just like, okay. Like, what is that supposed to mean to me? Like, what is that supposed to mean? And it was funny because he's showing dice, he's showing chopped cheese. He's like, yeah, I'm clean. Like, I'm not one of them. I'm clean. And I'm just like, bro, like, that's great that you got your results, but we good. Like, this wasn't even supposed to be a date. Like, I'm ready to go at this point, y'all. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. And my food's starting to run through me. Y'all know how oysters do. Y'all know how seafood is. My food's starting to run through me or whatever. So I'm getting tired. And we end up getting the tab or whatever. Chop paid for Dice food and the homeboy paid for my food. Mind you, I was under the impression that Chopped Cheese was paying for my food. Because like I said, y'all, he had paid for my food plenty of times before. Dice was the type of friend that would be like, are you paying for my friend food? Or I'm not going to hold you, y'all. Like, she looked out when it came to like, anything that a guy would do for her. She definitely was that friend. It's like, oh, are you paying for my friend stuff? She was the type of person. And keep in mind, this was not her man. This was just somebody that she used to entertain. Okay. So literally, y'all, we get out the car. I mean, we get back in the car or whatever. They wrap the checks up. We get back in the car. And as soon as we get in the car, y'all, as soon as we get in the car, Chopped Cheese is just like, what we doing? Like, where we going? Like, where we going? We going to your spot? And I'm just like, y'all, I could have punched this man in his esophagus. Be so for real. Be for real. So I don't say nothing, y'all, but I'm thinking like, I'm about to go to the toilet because like my food is about to drop. I don't know about y'all, but if I need to drop TMI, but if I need to do the number 2, I like to be at home and I like to be comfortable if I can. So I'm like home. And then Dice, the friend, homeboy friend, he's like, we going to your spot. We going to your spot. Chopped Cheese like, yeah, we going to your spot. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, what? Like, no, you're not. So I heard the homeboy, he like said it under his breath. But look, hindsight, I know exactly what he said. But at the time, y'all, I didn't really know what he said. I was just like, what you said? But he was like, girl, I just fed you. Stop playing. That's what he said. But I didn't know what he said at the time. So I'm just like, what you said? What you said? And then Dice looked back at me. And she was like, Asia, you really trying to go home? Like, what you trying to do? And I say, yeah, like, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. So she tells me, she tell Chops to take me home. Chop Cheese. He just like, I don't feel like heading back on that side of town. Mind you, y'all, he picked me up. Like, you could have said that or whatever. So I'm not saying anything. I'm kind of annoyed. And then Chop, he's like, if you want to go home, I'll just drop her off at your spot, but let's chill for a little bit or whatever. So the whole time, Dice is texting me or whatever, but we also having a conversation out loud with them. So I'm like, nah, like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And I'm not nagging or anything, y'all, but my tone probably was off when I was saying this. And I don't say nothing else. Like, I'm just like, all right. And then the homeboy, he's sitting beside me. And he was like, bro, like, I know your type. Like, I know your type. You just came out to eat, huh? And y'all, I said, yeah. Like, what? She texted me, do you want to go? She texted me, do you want to go to the Oyster Shack? Like, duh, that's what I came to do. So I'm like, yeah. So he was like, yeah, you ate on my tab. Remember that. You ate on my tab. And I'm like, I'm just shaking my head, y'all. I ain't even saying nothing. So I'm just shaking my head. And basically he was trying to insinuate that I just came to eat a food. But like I said, I just found out about you. Like, I didn't know of you even existing before I got in the car. So ain't nobody trying to do anything like that. So the homeboy, he's just like, girl, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. You just need to vibe. Like, just chill or whatever. So at this point, y'all, they going back and forth trying to figure out what we trying to do. I pull out my Uber app and I'm trying to see how much it was going to cost me to get home. Mind you, didn't have money like that. Was not going to be getting a paycheck for about 3 to 4 weeks because I was in between jobs. And keep in mind, y'all, at this time, minimum wage is like $7 and some change. And baby was doing paycheck to paycheck. So I really couldn't afford to skip 2 paychecks, but I was skipping it because I had told you I had quit like a few days prior to this or whatever. So I'm on the app or whatever. And another thing, from the ones that know about the university rides, aka ghetto Ubers, at this time, y'all, I didn't start taking ghetto Ubers. I didn't think I found out about this or got added to that group chat until after this situation. So chopped cheese is just like, Dice said she going back to my spot. If y'all want to come over there, you can, and then I'll drop y'all back off to your spot later. So I'm like, all right, bet or whatever, because like I said, y'all, I've seen them Uber prices and it has your girl on hush mouth, so I ain't say nothing else. I'm just like, all right, bet. So Dice texts me right after he said that. She texted me and she was just like, Asia, we gonna be there for like an hour top, so like don't even trip, we just gonna be there for an hour, and then once we leave Chop House, then he gonna take you back home. So Chop Cheese lived off Holton Street. And if you ever been to the hood before, like if you been to Tallahassee before, you already know, if you ever been to that side of the hood, everybody is always outside. Like you don't have to worry about being alone because everybody's outside. The whole neighborhood is always outside. And at this point, I'm still mad, y'all. So when we pull up to Chop Cheese house, everybody get out the car but me. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in the car. And I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. I was being a brat. I was being a brat because I wanted to make Dice feel bad. Because it's just like, girl, I been said I wanted to go home. And you talking about you want to go to his house. Like, I know you in here trying to get your back blown, but I'm ready to go. So I stayed in the car just to make my friend feel some type of way. So friend, he noticed that I'm staying in the car. Homeboy, which is Chop Cheese friend, he noticed that I'm staying in the car. So he just like, girl, burn your ass on, like burn your ass in the house, come in the house. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, girl, you seen my March chart already. I'm not on that, bro. What more do you want from me? My social? And y'all, I should have said yeah, so I could have looked up his criminal record. But I'm just like, okay, like what is that supposed to mean? Like, what is that supposed to mean? So me and him going back and forth, and we're arguing for about 5 minutes, and he keeps trying to convince me to come in the house or whatever. And I wasn't budging, y'all, because I was mad. Like bro, y'all could have left the keys in the car. But then again, he lived on Houghton, so that probably wasn't gonna be a good idea. But anyway, y'all, I'm arguing back and forth with the homeboy. And after like arguing with him for like 5 minutes, he was just like, bro, I'm about to go. You want me to take you home? You want me to take you home? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And his car is there, y'all. So he ends up driving off, and I'm literally just in the back of Chopped Cheese car with the door cracked. So Dice comes out the house like 30 minutes later, and she was just like, we finna go. Like, we finna go because I don't want you waiting out here. So y'all, when she said that, I don't even say anything because I ain't have nothing nice to say. Like, you just got done getting your vitamin D and now you concerned about my well-being. Like, it didn't make sense. So I ain't say anything to her because like it wasn't gonna be nice. So I just didn't say anything to her. I'm just in the back of the car with a unit on my face. So now we in the car, silent as hell. Chopped Cheese come out the house like 3 minutes later talking about some Miss Well Done. Where we going? Y'all, again, I could have tied this man tongue in a knot. I could have punched him from the back seat. Y'all, it literally took me like 10 seconds to answer him because it's just like, I've been waiting to go home for like the past 45 minutes. Like, what you mean? Like, why you asking all these rhetorical questions? So, soon as we about to pull off, the homeboy comes back. Literally, homeboy comes back. And he was just like, you sure you don't want to come? Like, I'm gonna take her home, bro. I'm gonna take her home. He opened up my back door. I'm like, I'm good. Chopped Cheese is dropping me back off home. I'm good. Like, what are you talking about? The man tries to get me to get in the car with him because he's just like, nah, bro, like, I'm gonna take you home. Like, I'm gonna take you home. Like, you ain't finna use me. I'm gonna take you home. And I'm hella confused because one, I didn't know this man was even coming. I didn't know it was gonna be a double date. I didn't know they was trying to set any of this up. So the fact that you doing all of this and you keep bringing up my chart because I didn't want you to drink off my drink. Like, you're weird. So I end up, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I put myself on, it was the dumbest thing ever. I was so frustrated. I put child lock on the door, y'all. I opened the door, put child lock on it, thinking like, oh my God, she couldn't open the door from the outside. But really, I just locked myself in the damn car because that's how annoyed I was. And then Chopped Cheese ended up telling him like, bro, I'm gonna take her home. So he starts heading to take me home. And he looks at Dice and he was just like, Dice, are you getting dropped off at Asia's spot or you want me to go back to campus? And I didn't, like, y'all, she looked back at me and she seen a unit on my face and she was just like, I'm gonna go back to campus. I'm just gonna go back to campus because, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to campus. So yeah, that was a story time on how my homegirl set me up on a terrible double date. And we double dated before, and that homeboy, chopped cheese homeboy, was the worst. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if y'all are interested in this hair, make sure y'all go get it, because as y'all can see, your girl look good. The hair is so seamless, like wet lace. The lace is seamless. The thickness of the hair, the density is on point. It's all of 26 inches. It's very long. I'm 5'5", and his hair came down to my, I want to say, like, my tailbone. So yeah, make sure y'all get it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all at my next one. Bye.